Welcome back to another video. Today we are going to be doing a little bit of autopilot testing on software version 2021.4.6. Haven't gotten any updates in the Model Y in a couple weeks, but there is an intersection, a specific intersection that I'd like to see if it is able to go through. I have successfully gone through that intersection one time in this software update, and I would like to see if it can do it again or if it was just a fluke. So we're going to test that out today. We are anxiously awaiting the next software update. Hopefully it's going to be in a few days and give us the opportunity to opt into the FSD beta, which is something that Elon Musk has teased. He tweeted that anybody who wanted it should ask for it, and of course he got about 11,000 responses immediately that wanted to get FSD beta. So of course I want to be on that list, but I don't think he's going to respond to 11,000 tweets, and so he followed that up with they're going to come out with a service request in the app that allows you to opt in to the FSD beta. So I'm definitely going to do that once it is available. Let's see what, there we go. So definitely looking forward to potentially getting the FSD beta sooner rather than later. Hopefully that is going to be something that we can get into maybe in March. That would be incredible if we could get it before the end of March and start really testing that out. Definitely excited to see what it can do. One thing I will note, on the interstate, I have not seen any improvements to its ability to stay in the lane straight and rather than dip into on-ramps. So on on-ramps, a lot of times you'll see it curve to the right and then correct back into the lane. That's confusing for others around you, as well as it's mildly irritating when it swerves back and forth. So far on all of the updates, I have still seen that behavior. So really looking forward to, if nothing else, an update to that would be fantastic. That would be my number one complaint about full self-driving, or autopilot, I should just say autopilot on the interstate. The autopilot on interstate still dips into those on-ramps if there's not a dotted line that specifically shows that it should not go into it. So definitely an improvement there that can be made, and something I'm looking forward to at some point, hopefully getting an update for that. But really going to be game changer when it can take the city streets through intersections, through turns, and all of that with FSD beta. That's going to be game changer. Going to have a bunch of videos coming out testing what it can do, see how many disengagements we get or don't get, hopefully. So that's going to be very exciting. So definitely stay tuned for that. So speaking of not getting software updates, ironically, it looks like we did get a software update 2021.4.11. We actually already have that one in the Model 3, but we'll get that in the Model Y once I get back home. Looks like it's already, no, it says connect to Wi-Fi to download, so not going to get that yet. So coming up here, this is where the intersection is. We've got a lot of traffic today, so it's going to take me a little bit before I can actually get to this intersection, but we'll see. All right, getting a little bit closer to the intersection, not quite there yet. One thing that is great about the autopilot, just as it is today, it stays in the lane and keeps the distance from this lead car. So stop and go traffic, I don't have to do hardly anything. Don't have to press the pedals or even steer. Just have to every now and then make sure that the steering wheel knows that my hand is still on it. Just give it a little bit of pressure. So that is great for stop and go traffic. Especially, that is one of the biggest reasons that I got a Tesla in the first place, was for the autopilot on interstates. And stop and go traffic, it was a lifesaver for all of that traffic that I was driving through. And Ironically, it's been quite a while since I've had to deal with the commute traffic. But nevertheless, it is something that I really like to have on Tesla, is the Autopilot, so it's definitely worth it for that. And any Tesla you get today actually comes with that Autopilot that allows it to do full stop and go and lane keep, just standard. So that comes with every Tesla. You don't have to get FSD for that. All right, so here we are coming up on the intersection. So you can see it is actually quite a tricky one. We have a lead car. Oh, it's turning yellow. Okay, so we're not going to have a lead car when we actually do get to go through this intersection. So it'll be interesting. I am definitely guessing that it is not going to get through the intersection because of the fact that we will not have a lead car. The one time I did see it go through this intersection successfully was when we did have a lead car, and this time we don't. So we'll still give it a try. When the light turns green, I'll confirm with the stock here, and we'll see what it'll do. It probably will just give me red hands. It'll say you got to take over. But as you can see, you have to slightly curve to the left there. Then you have to go over a railroad track and what is sort of like another intersection there, really, because as you can see, there's cars coming from left and right over there, another crosswalk and all that, before you actually get in across all the intersections. So definitely a tricky one. Even I would say humans sometimes would have trouble with that if they maybe are not familiar with the area or it's dark or something like that. That's why they have a couple of reflectors there on the right so that you don't end up driving over the sidewalk or something like that. So we'll see how it does here. Got a couple people crossing. Nice animation of people walking. It's pretty cool that it has that on there. And it's, it's jittery, but it actually looks like people walking, so that's pretty impressive. All right, so we got to wait for the other side to have the green arrow first, and then the bus is having to do his little open the thing. All right, there's our green. Oh, no, it was going to the right, so totally failed. That is unfortunate. If we had that lead car, I think we definitely could have tested that out. But unfortunately, we did not have the lead car, so just had to take over. Alright, so I decided to switch the camera around real quick for the outro here. So that was it. Just want to do a little bit of testing on Autopilot to see if it would go through that intersection. I was really hoping I could see another successful pass through that intersection. It was difficult the last time. Even when it had a lead car, it was kind of hesitant, but it made it through. It didn't disengage or anything. And then actually most other times I've just had it give me the red hands and steering wheel that indicate you need to take over immediately, because it's basically just not even going to try to go through the intersection. And this time it actually went the wrong direction, so it's actually basically looked like it was just going to just drive right into the sidewalk. I'm not really sure what it would have done. Obviously I took over before it did anything crazy, but it definitely wasn't going the right direction. So unfortunately, no success with 2021.4.6, but we do have a new software update, 2021.4.11, so we'll get to check that out sometime, I'm sure. Might be a little while before I come across this intersection again, but wanted to give this a test with this software update. So as always, thanks so much for watching. If you like these videos, please make sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more. We'll see you on the next one.